gentlemen, today we are going to talk about magazines. Dad jokes. We're going to talk about AR-15 magazines. We have the standard polymer magazine and the extreme duty polymer magazine for Mission First Tactical. We're going to talk about the specs, the performance, the difference, the price, and whatever else I can think of on these magazines. Now, I've had a bunch of Mission First Tactical magazines for a very, very long time. We're talking, I don't know, like 5 years, if not longer. So I've had them for a very, very long time, and I have shot thousands and thousands of rounds through them. I can't even begin to tell you how many. They've been used in dozens of different rifles. They've been dropped on the ground a million times. Some are kept loaded. Some have been kept unloaded. So I think it is a very, very thorough and long-term review. I've shot them in the heat. I've shot them in the cold, the snow, the rain, and whatever elements that Rhode Island could possibly throw at us. And overall, I'm going to say right off the bat, they seem to be very, very solid magazines, but we'll get into that in just a minute. I need to quickly do my disclosure. Yes, I work in the gun industry, and I may have received some of these magazines for free. The owner of Mission First Tactical is a really good dude. I will say I'm very friendly with him. I wouldn't say I'm friends, but very, very friendly. And I've had these magazines for so long, I have no idea if I've received them for free or not. I know I did pay for some of them, especially that one right there, which again, we'll get into in just a minute. I'll still do my best to be as objective as possible, and I did put some affiliate links down in the video description, so hopefully I can find you a good deal. Now, the standard polymer mags have a 30-round magazine capacity. This is the packaging that it comes in. I keep a couple of them in the packaging and bury them in the backyard, just so when those scary guys come to take them, I have some buried. More dad jokes for you guys. They have a decent stipple texture on them. The front has a nice rib on it. The floor plate is flared out a little, so it's easier to pull them out of your kit wherever you have them stored. Plenty of spots to write your name or a number if you want to identify them. The magazine catch release is very, very nice. The bolt catch release is oversized, pretty good there. Taking them apart is a toolless design. There's just two buttons that you push those two buttons in on the bottom. Oop, I missed that one. You slide the floor plate forward, and then your stainless steel spring and anti-tilt follower comes right out if you need to clean the magazine. Now, having an anti-tilt follower is very, very important to make sure the magazine runs reliably. The other thing I wanted to point out was the stripper clips. Has two cutouts here, so you can load the magazines if you have your rounds on stripper clips still. And then you can actually squeeze in a 31st round, 31 rounds into most of these magazines. And the reason I think that's significant, and I don't recommend loading 31 rounds, and stick with the 30. But on the PMags, for example, they hold 30 rounds. But if you load them up to 30 and try inserting them on a rifle with a closed bolt, a lot of rifles won't accept the PMag magazine loaded up to 30. That's why a lot of people, including myself, only put 28 rounds in their PMags to make sure it will go in on a closed bolt. With these, I've been able to load 30 rounds in and insert them into any rifle on a closed bolt. I've tried it on at least a dozen different rifles, and I've never had a problem with the MFT magazines, or the same thing with the Daniel Defense magazines. The Daniel Defense hold 32 rounds, so you can load in 30 and still insert it on a closed bolt. I forgot to tell you the price of the standard polymer magazines that we just went over. These are typically $11.99 right now on the MFT website. They do go on sale extremely often, and you can definitely pick them up less. That's more pre-COVID pricing. God knows if you can find them at all right now, what the pricing would be, but typically $12 on the MFT website, and definitely they go on sale very often. Now, the extreme duty magazines from them. Again, I have at least 6 of them, if not more. Thousands of rounds through them. Been very, very durable. No issues with them at all. A lot of the features are very, very similar. It has a ribbed front like the other one does. It has a toolless takedown, just to push the two buttons in. And then the floor plate, which is flared. It's flared out again, take it in and out of your kit easier. But you push those two buttons in, you slide the floor plate off, and then inside you have your stainless steel spring again and your anti-tilt follower, which is important for reliability. On these, there's also plenty of room for writing, so if you want to write your name or number your magazines like I do, you have plenty of space to do it. The mag catch and the bolt release is definitely oversized again, and no issues there. The big difference with these extreme duty magazines is MFT says they are 50% stronger and 3 times more drop resistant than the standard polymer magazines. And I have no way of gauging that or testing that, but by the feel test of them, like if you feel both of these magazines, you can definitely tell the extreme duty mags are thicker, heavier, and they give you the feel or the sense of being a better built and more durable magazine, if that makes sense. As far as pricing of these are only $1 more. They're $12.99, so I'd probably recommend these over the standard ones for the extra buck. Unless it's strictly a range mag, then it probably doesn't matter. Once again, these used to go on sale all of the time, and you could get them for less than that. I'm talking pre-COVID pricing. God knows what they are now. So I wanted to make this video for 2 different reasons. One, I recently noticed that they sell their extreme duty mags that you can get a custom image or logo printed on them. I thought this was really, really cool. The magazine is $25. You buy the magazine, forward them the artwork, the logo, whatever you want on there. They print it on the magazine and they send it to you, and you know, gotta do it for the gram, man. But they look really, really good. Seems high quality, and I wanted to show that to you guys because I thought it was dope. Second, again, I have been using these magazines for a very, very long time and have a lot of rounds, and have had very, very good luck, to the point where I'm at the point now where in my mind they are just as good as the PMag, which is a bold statement because the PMag is the gold standard for AR-15 magazines. And this is the question I have for you. What is your opinion on these magazines? Do you have any experience with them? What do you think? What do you use for home defense magazines? Are there other magazines that are just as good as the PMags that you trust your life to? Sign off in the comments. Let me know. Let's talk about it. I currently have some of these mags that I'm using for home defense. Anything you see that's loaded here is a home defense magazine. I have mostly PMags, and I also have some Daniel Defense mags, but these things have been good, so I wanted to do a quick review on them, and more importantly, ask you folks what you think of these magazines. All right, as far as pros, they are made in America, so for all the pricing that I mentioned, you gotta mention that they're made in America for that price, and that is fantastic. You know, something so affordable, I would assume they're made in China, but they are not. They're reliable, they're affordable, they're durable. I love that you can put 30 rounds in this magazine and still close it on most rifles with a closed bolt. You don't need to download a few rounds like you do the Magpul. I really dig the custom printing, the custom logo on here that they're offering. I know you can buy the mag and have someone else do it, but I think it's easier just to order it from Mission First Tactical that way. As far as cons, I don't really have any. They have a lot of different versions of the magazines that I didn't show you, like windowed versions and different colors and designs, and they're always doing custom print ones. So I don't really have any cons at all, but again, if you guys have some, drop them in the comments so we can talk about them. Before you guys go, let me quickly remind you about the affiliate links. If you are going to pick one of these up, hook me up, use those links, and maybe I can find you a really, really good deal. Let me also thank my Patreon supporters, companies who support me with affiliate links, and most important, I want to thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.